Hi everyone, welcome back to the Property Finance Podcast, and today we're carrying on our series of FAQs. And I would say the question that we get asked a lot by people who are maybe newer to the industry is, what happens if I can't keep up with my mortgage payments? Now, most of us know what's going to happen if you can't keep up with your mortgage payments. Someone's going to end up knocking on the door and taking that house away from you. That is the worst case scenario. My role as a broker is to try and make sure that doesn't happen. Now, I can't sit and manage your finances for you. That's not something I can do. I can't be there telling you, make this payment, do that, keep this amount in the bank. But what we can do as brokers is we can sit there and we can say, right, okay, you're facing some financial difficulty. So this is sort of assuming buy-to-lets, HMOs, service accommodations. You're facing some financial difficulty. What is the reason behind that? What is causing the problem? Is it that you're all of a sudden experiencing a large volume of voids? Is it that you've had a large maybe renovation or unexpected refurb come up that you sort of need to fund? Is there something more going on? And what I'll try and do is I'll try and sit with you and I'll say, right, okay, is there actually a need to refinance here as opposed to sort of trying to work something out? But do we need to do something a bit creative, a bit different here? Sometimes it boils down to just, we need to speak to the lender. Can the lender give a bit of a grace period? Are they happy to maybe split those payments over a longer period of time? Obviously, you need to bear in mind that that's going to affect your credit rating. Is there something that they can do there? If not, then we maybe need to think about refinancing. Is there maybe another lender who will do maybe a larger loan to value, maybe release some equity that then allows you to catch up with those payments? Is it that actually you just need to change strategy? Is it that actually you're running it as an HMO, but there's a large amount of voids all of a sudden? The area doesn't work for HMOs anymore. Do we now need to switch to service accommodation? Do you need to switch to a single let maybe? Do you need to split the house in half and create two flats? There's a whole different manner of things that you need to look at. It's just a case of speaking to your broker and kind of understanding, right, what can I do? What do I need to do? And not burying your head in the sand, because it's very, very easy if you miss a mortgage payment to then bury your head in the sand and just kind of think, oh, this is it. It's all over. Missing that first mortgage payment is going to impact the rest of your sort of property journey, if you like, because the minute you miss a mortgage payment, it all of a sudden knocks you onto more expensive finance, because the vanilla buy-to-let lenders, they're not going to look at you for at least 12 or 24 months. There's going to be then issues around, well, if you're doing other property deals, are you then going to not be able to exit those? Are you then going to have to look at selling those? So missing that first one, it really is a problem. So I would say, even to a degree, you need to be speaking to myself or your broker or whoever, or your lender, before you miss that first payment. Now, sometimes it's unavoidable, but really you need to be getting those communications going as early as possible, preempting it, if you like. When it comes to bridging and development finance, you don't really have those monthly payments because all of the interest is retained or rolled potentially. But if you're on a bridge which is being serviced, you need to then obviously bear in mind, if you miss one of those payments, you're then potentially going to impact your credit file. However, what I would say is, with bridging lenders, there's a bit more scope for a conversation. If you speak to your bridging lender in advance, there may be a way that you can maybe delay that payment by a week, or come up with some sort of plan with them if there's something more going on. But what I would say is that with all of this, communication is absolutely key. So when it comes to what do I do if I miss a mortgage payment, if you've missed it already, you need to be thinking about the longevity of the business and what you're going to do moving forward, because it is going to change the strategies that are available to you. But what I would say is, if you think you are going to miss a mortgage payment, you need to speak to your lender in advance. You need to take that advice as quickly as possible and come up with a plan as quickly as possible. Lenders, brokers, etc., they're all there to help you. They all want what's best for you, and nobody is there wanting to repossess the property. So I think communication is key. Getting into communication as early as possible is going to save you so much hassle moving forward. So really my short answer to all of this FAQ is actually just communicate. That's all you need to do, is communicate with the lender, communicate with the broker, and things will resolve themselves through that communication. There will be a plan somewhere that someone can come up with. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that puts a lot of minds at ease. I think there's a lot of people who panic that the minute they miss a mortgage payment, all of a sudden the lender's going to be there taking the property off them. But it's all just about communication. So hopefully it helps. Thank you very much for listening. Catch you on the next one.